Okay, so you're going to open up one of the 4 pictures that you chose. Let's just say this one. And the first thing that you're going to do is we need to make it 8 by 10. So we need to do File, New. And we're going to change it to 8 by 10 if it's not already there. And it needs to say inches. A lot of people always forget to change this, and it's pixels sometimes. So we need to make sure it says inches, because if it's pixels, it will come up really, really small. And then the resolution needs to be 300. So then we'll hit Create. And now my picture is going landscape, but I made a portrait. This is going portrait. So what you can do when you create a document, right here, okay, you can just click and it will flip it for you, okay? And it shows you a picture, and then hit Create. You also could do, for this one, you could go Image, Image Rotation, and 90 degrees clockwise, and then that's fixed too. So I only need one of them, so I'm not going to save that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this tab of my image, pull down so I can see my blank document in the back, making sure that I'm on layers. Whoops, just trying to move this over so you can see it on the screen. Okay, so making sure that you can see it. So again, I'll do that again just so you can see it. You just pull it down and then make sure you're on your layers and you're pulling the background picture over onto here. Do you see how it turns white when I bring it over? All right, and then let it go. Now I'm just gonna minus my screen. So I'm doing Command minus on the keyboard. I'm gonna get rid of those so you can see it. All right, so obviously my picture is much bigger because the tank was in there, and now you can't see the tank, you can only see the orange. So I'm gonna do Command T on my keyboard, and that is going to do Edit Free Transform. And I'm going to be able to shrink my image or make it bigger. So I'm going to hold the Shift. You have to hold the Shift, because if I don't and I start to go like this, the orange is going to not be proportioned. So if I hit Escape, I can get out of there. Command T again. And I'm holding my Shift. And well, this is what the image looked like. About, okay. And I am going to zoom in on this orange. So I'm again holding my Shift, and I'm going to drag out, and I'm losing some of my picture, but I'm focusing in on another part of it. So I am going to say right here looks good to me. So then I'm going to hit Return. Okay. Now I can start to do the raw edits. But what we're going to add is we're going to go to Filter. You want to go Convert for Smart Filter. So we're going to click on that first, and you'll see why we do that in a couple of minutes. Then we're going to go to Filter, Camera Raw, and this was all the stuff that we did last class. And so I am showing you that this picture is still right, is going to show up like this because we didn't get rid of it. We only kind of stretched it out onto the canvas. So that picture is still there. So I like to just look at the temperature a little bit. And then I like to do the exposure, blacks, bump up the whites a little bit, maybe the clarity. And then I'm going to hit OK. All right, so sorry about that. All right, so if I click back up in my history, it's like my undo button. So here is what that raw did, okay? And if I click all the way back, here's what it was when it came in. I free transformed it, and there are all my steps. Now, if I go to my layers, this right here is the Convert to Smart Filter, this part. And that means when I can click on this, I can pop right back into the Camera Raw and it has all the settings. So maybe I was like, oh, I put a little too much blue in. Let me take it out a little bit right there and then hit OK. And it's just easier to edit if you have it on the Smart Filter. Okay, so that is it.